Who is Trevor Engelson? An entertainment industry insider who's now perhaps better known as Meghan Markle's ex-husband. Let's get to know the man who popped the question long before a certain Prince Harry came into the picture.
Trevor Engelson, Meghan Markle's former husband, and the man who spent 15 years avoiding the spotlight, has finally broken his silence in a way nobody expected. Once viewed as a forgotten chapter before Meghan's royal rise, Trevor is suddenly at the center of a storm after shocking claims about Archie reportedly left Prince Harry speechless. What began as whispers has exploded into one of the biggest royal controversies online. But why speak after all these years? Music, and what has everyone questioning the narrative surrounding Harry and Meghan? So, what do you think? Did Trevor Engelson go too far by speaking out after all these years? Or do you think people are overreacting to his comments? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. To help us create more videos and uncover the latest royal drama, please subscribe. The silence that haunted Harry for more than 15 years. Trevor Engelson remained one of the few people connected to Meghan Markle who refused to publicly tell his side of the story. While the world became consumed by royal interviews, headlines, documentaries, and endless debates surrounding Meghan and Prince Harry, Trevor stayed completely silent. There were no explosive interviews, no bitter social media posts, no books attacking his former wife. He disappeared quietly from the conversation, while the royal drama continued growing around the world. That silence, however, is now attracting attention in a completely different way. Trevor's name has suddenly returned to headlines after claims surfaced that private comments he allegedly made about Prince Archie of Sussex left Prince Harry deeply unsettled. The reports spreading online suggest Harry was not shaken because Trevor sounded angry or jealous, but because of how calm and confident he reportedly appeared while speaking about Meghan and the life she later built inside the royal family. What makes this story so fascinating is the idea that Trevor knew Meghan long before the castles. Royal titles, global fame, and carefully managed public image changed everything. Long before millions of people formed opinions about the Duchess of Sussex, Trevor had already spent years beside her during a very different chapter of her life. Back then, Meghan was still trying to build her career in Hollywood. Music far away from palace walls and royal expectations. Now, many royal watchers are left wondering the same uneasy question. Did Trevor notice certain habits, personality traits, or subtle warning signs in Meghan years before the rest of the world started discussing them openly? And if so, what exactly did he see that others only realized much later? According to Music, people closely following the growing controversy, Trevor's alleged remarks reportedly carried a sense of quiet understanding rather than revenge. That is exactly why the story is gaining so much attention online. Angry accusations are easy to dismiss, but calm observations from someone who once knew Meghan personally create a very different kind of conversation. For Prince Music Harry, this possibility may be hard to overlook. After years of standing by Meghan and defending her from media criticism, public pressure, music, and constant scrutiny, new reports suggesting Trevor may have once quietly predicted certain outcomes are now adding more fuel to the ongoing debate. Across social media and royal circles, people are now questioning what this could really mean. Trevor Engelson's long silence has suddenly become far more powerful than anyone expected, and after staying out of the spotlight for nearly 15 years, the man once erased from Meghan's story is now being pulled back into the center of one of the internet's biggest royal discussions. Trevor is known for staying away from headlines. Yet, his comments about Meghan's child are now circulating widely online. But why are his remarks gaining so much attention? What exactly did he say about the young prince? Was he speaking emotionally? Or were his words carefully chosen and deliberate enough to raise concern in a protective father? Let's find out the comments that hit Harry. The real tension reportedly began when conversation shifted toward Archie and the younger children. Sources connected music to the ongoing royal discussion, claimed Trevor allegedly reflected on how children can become caught between public image, media attention, and personal ambition when a life in the spotlight becomes too large to control. That reported sentiment, according to those claims, music struck a sensitive nerve with Prince Harry, who has consistently made it clear that protecting Archie and Princess Elizabeth of Sussex remains one of his highest priorities. Harry has repeatedly spoken about wanting to shield his children from the pressures he himself experienced while growing up inside the royal system, making any suggestion tied to their well-being feel especially personal. And perhaps what made the situation even more intense was the identity of the person behind the comments. This one man knew Meghan long before royal life, palace protocol, and global fame ever entered her world. To many people following this story online, this detail adds a new and deeper layer to the conversation. It suggests the focus is not only on what is being said now, but also on what may have been quietly observed many years ago. Long before fame, titles, and public pressure shaped her life, there may have already been signs that are only now being re-examined. This idea has fueled endless debate, with some people interpreting the comments as a simple reflection, while others believe they hint at deeper observations about personality, ambition, and the pressures of sudden global attention. The story continues to gain attention because it connects past relationships with present public narratives in a way that feels personal, emotional, and deeply human to those following the royal saga. Whether people see it as a coincidence music or insight, it has once again placed Trevor Engelson in the center of a conversation he spent years staying away from. It also highlights how quickly private memories and old connections can resurface when public figures remain under constant global attention, turning even quiet past relationships into subjects of renewed debate and interpretation. Music, in the end, what started as a private relationship between two people, has slowly turned into a story the whole world keeps revisiting. Every old memory, past comment, and shared history is now re-examined through the lens of fame, royalty, and public curiosity. Even years later, the interest has not faded as people continue searching for meaning in every detail of their past. Weeks and conversations continue to shape perception in unexpected ways across audiences who remain fascinated by the evolving royal narrative and its many personal connections over time. Trevor believed that children can be exposed to pressure when personal ambition and public life become too visible. But is there anything in Meghan's public life that supports the concern reportedly raised by her ex-husband? What has Meghan done that could potentially expose her children to public scrutiny? Now, let's explore the tension between public image and parenting. The photo that sparked criticism, just as discussions about privacy and children were already becoming louder online. Another moment involving Meghan Markle reportedly added fresh controversy across social media. Meghan recently shared a mirror selfie that appeared to include her daughter Lyot sitting on the floor with her back facing the camera. Around the same time, she also publicly spoke about the risks young people face online and criticized platforms she believes are designed to capture attention at any cost. However, critics quickly pointed out what they saw as a contradiction. Some argued that while Meghan promotes stronger protection for children in digital music spaces, she still shares carefully selected family moments with the public. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams and journalist Tom Sykes